Dear comrades and friends, first allow me to thank you for inviting me to address this historically important International Assembly of Forces of Peace and Human Liberation. I express my heartfelt solidarity with you and with all the peoples around the world who are fighting to assert their fundamental rights against colonialism and imperialism. The historical battle that started on October 7th with the entry of the Palestinian fighters into the Israeli-occupied territories of Palestine has entered its fourth month. In this period of time, the occupying forces of Israel, with the direct support of the US and European imperialist powers, have killed more than 23,000 defenseless men, women, and children in Gaza, have bombed and razed their homes and hospitals to the ground, and have displaced 1.9 million Palestinians, 85% of the population of Gaza. They have blocked people's access to the most basic public necessities such as water, food, electricity, and fuel, and are now attempting to implement a full-scale genocidal project against the people of Palestine. These crimes against humanity by the Zionist State of Israel and its Western supporters have provoked the anger of the global community, and there is not a single day that we do not see massive protests in cities around the world. But as we have seen, the State of Israel and its US and European imperialist supporters do not pay any attention to this global anger. The reason is all too clear. They too are very angry because for the first time in history, the Palestinian people have left their defensive position against the occupation of their land and have taken an offensive action to reclaim their violated and trampled rights. An action that is not only unforgivable for the Zionists and their imperialist supporters, but is also decisively disruptive of their plans. With this action, the Palestinian people brought the entire region into a qualitatively new stage. They destroyed the illusion of the invincibility of Israel's military power. They took away Israel's sense of internal security at the point of bayonet, and more importantly, their action made the forces of the resistance front stronger and ever more united. The criminal genocidal reaction of Israel and the West against the heroic act of the Palestinian people derives from this historical fact. Now, the colonialist and imperialist powers are utilizing the unrestrained power of their propaganda machine to reduce this historical battle to the level of a military confrontation between Hamas and the Israeli state, while blaming Hamas for the situation. They are trying to reduce the liberation struggle of the Palestinian people to a so-called terroristic act by an extremist group against the Jews, so they can silence any opposing view and voice with the label of anti-Semitism. And in this false image that they have created, there is no mention of the 75-year history of oppression of the Palestinian people, no mention of the violent occupation of their lands, no mention of the crimes committed by colonial settlers against Palestinian women and children, and no mention of the insults to the beliefs and sanctities of the Palestinian people. But the reality is something different. Such actions by the Palestinian people was historically bound to happen sooner or later, because it is not merely a local action against a specific entity. Rather, it is a new blaze of the fire of transformation that has been long burning globally against imperialism and the unipolar order created by it. This is not the first time we have seen such a fire raging, and it will not be the last time either. We have seen the flaring of this fire in Ukraine before, and there is no doubt that we will see more cases of similar fires igniting around the world until the complete establishment of the new order based on the independence and sovereignty of the peoples in a balanced and multipolar order. This fire is the sign of the beginning of the birth of a new world. The age of unilateral domination of imperialism and the unipolar world imposed by it has come to an end, and one by one the people of the world are throwing away the rotten chains of imperialism and are standing up to assert their fundamental rights around the world. The Palestinian people, who have always been at the forefront of the liberation movement of oppressed peoples, have once again shown the way out of the current deadlock with their heroic resistance. The struggle continues until total victory. Thank you.